This video will make you wet, and that's because of Blastoise, because its cannons are just gonna dominate against anything else in single type cap. We're having a lot of action from Blastoise as a safe switch, while up in front Cofagrigus is gonna cover a lot of meta leads, and of course we got the ultimate closer on the face of Shadow Granbull, so this team can work pretty nicely. Aggressively switching into your Blastoise can draw out whatever your opponent might have, most probably something like a Registeel, because this is the worst that can happen since grass types, as it seems, are not gonna be that much around, and of course then your Granbull will be on a very good spot to destroy down the enemies. So right here we're gonna be able to face this Double, which is pretty bad for our ghost type Pokemon, but it doesn't matter a lot, I guess, because Cofagrigus is so bulky that can tank those moves, even here the payback, and of course now we can rely on them throwing more energy. If that is gonna be just a body slam, we can easily survive, bank that energy for the end game. At the back they have the Cofagrigus, but we got two seals, and most probably they are gonna top left this battle since they have nothing to throw up against us. A very good lead on the face of Machamp for the next one, and you know what, I'm just gonna stay in. I have no reason to switch out, but of course they're gonna do that first, and they're gonna bring their Lickitung. So Lickitung is kinda of a bad one for our Blastoise, but look at that, we can easily survive a power whip and still pressure for that next Hydro Cannon, which is pretty great if you ask me. Down we go as they're forced in using their energy, and now this Lickitung will most likely melt down from my charming moves, and of course, yeah, nothing to throw at us. At the back they have the Hypno, and of course all we have to do is to go for the crunch, grab the shield, and now Cofagrigus will make them top left once again. So a lot of trainers are weak to Granbull. I don't know why that is a thing, and this trainer is having an Umbreon up on the lead. So switching out effectively to my Blastoise, let's see how they want to respond, and Blastoise is kinda defensive, so look at how little damage those moves are gonna do. Hydro now right on the CMP, or at least I was trying to go for the CMP, because as it seems they are gonna go for the extra mile. Pretty well played to my opponent, but now I have some extra energy to spare, and of course gonna try to threat this Grimer. They will try to completely farm down here, which might be a mistake, because I can still reach to another Hydro Cannon to grab those two shields out of play, and with the Grimer getting out of the way, perhaps we're gonna have a safer environment for a Granbull to sweep the entire team. But to be honest, seeing the Grimer coming in so easy, I think that they might have another poison attacker at the back, so we might be in trouble. So they end up having the Umbreon and the poison indeed, but not a poison attacker, because this poison type Pokemon is gonna have Dragon Tail as its fast attack. How do I know this? Because I have one Arbok as well on its shadow form. Yeah, Sylph was crazy back in the day. Anyways, close combat now to finish off the Umbreon, and that is gonna wrap things up for this battle. So you can see that Blastoise is gonna do a lot of heavy work against the opponent. I really like its place in the meta, and right now we can still bring it up against any normal type and this Lickitung as well. They're gonna stay in, trying to go for the Power Whip, I believe. I always let that go through. You saw before that we can easily survive it, and of course right here we can also take this move. They come into the battle now with the Surfetch'd, able to farm all the way down my Blastoise before we reach the move. Pretty well played to my opponent, and because I saw that Surfetch'd going in, it's like the previous situation when I saw that poison type coming in pretty easily. I can assume that at the back they have something like a second fighter, because why play Surfetch'd when there is Machamp into play? Most probably for Night Slash, but still, you know what I mean. So I can predict that they have an ABB team style, and if they bring back the Lickitung, well, it has to be a fighter at the back as the second B from the ABB team style. So Lickitung now with that body slam, and of course it's gonna be the Machamp, able to completely farm down so easily, and right after we're just gonna destroy them down with that Lickitung. Wow, just wow. Anyways, we're having kind of a weird lead against this Hypno, and I'm saying weird because they're gonna throw a pretty early elemental punch here. I know this is not gonna be a Shadow Ball for sure. They needed one more confusion and then reach to my Dark Balls. So at this point they're gonna take it, down they go. Perhaps they have another Pokemon weak to my ghost typing, perhaps something like a fighter at the back, but I'm not gonna fall for it, just gonna bring my Blastoise into play and try to pressure for that second shield. As it seems they want to stay in, what do they have at the back if it is not gonna be the fighter? So they want to completely farm down, but Blastoise is also kinda spammy, able to get the Hydro Cannon to finish them off. There is gonna be a matchup at the back indeed, Granbull against the world, and of course we're gonna take this amazing victory once again. Another bad lead, another Lickitung up in front, and of course Blastoise will go in. So as you can see, Blastoise is still gonna take super effective damage from those power whips, while Cofagrigus is gonna struggle against the Lickitungs, but we can deal a lot of work with our water guns, and of course against the surface we can tank all the way the Leaf Blade and still trying to deliver the hard hitting blow, but of course they are gonna block. At this point they have to go with the Night Slash. We can easily take this move, and right after we're gonna take the second one, and you already know what is happening here. Just gonna bring to my end game with my Granbull here, and all I have to do is to try to pressure a lot their team. Machamp goes in, they are not even gonna throw a move. Lickitung once again returns into the battle, but can we finish them off? Trying to get to the crunch just to apply the debuff. We cannot do that, and they are gonna be able to farm us down. So this was my only loss on the entire run, and I had a crazy win streak with this team, 9 wins, 1 loss. So yeah, there goes that. Able to get now to the Shadow Ball for the next opponent, and this is gonna be the last one, by the way, against this Registeel. So Registeel is gonna take a while to unfold on this battle, and Zap Cannon is gonna do tremendous amount of work up against us. Clefable goes in, and now my Granbull has to respond. Perhaps that was a mistake, because we could easily go in with our Blastoise and try to destroy them down much easier here, but I wanted to go in with a Granbull because I know that with 2 shields, I'm not afraid at all to use my shields on Granbull. I can easily farm down, and of course even if they return to the battle with the Registeel, I can go for the close combat without risking at all doing something weird with my defense, since lock-ons are always gonna deal 1 damage. They are gonna block, this gives me time to switch out to my Cofagrigus, protecting my Granbull, and that can be the key. Another ABB team style, those ABB teams are gonna be everywhere, to be honest, and right now I think we can win pretty easily. We're getting super close to another close combat with Granbull, but first I need to go in with my Blastoise, because I know they're getting super close to their own move, a Disarming Voice, and of course right after we can farm down. They have to throw their energy, they cannot farm at this point for sure, so this means now that they are energy dry, and we can reach now to the second close combat of this battle, grab the victory against the Registeel with our Charmer. Let's go, trainers, and that is gonna wrap things up for today's video. Thank you for watching, everyone, and for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, and of course subscribe to my channel if you are new to my content. With that said, I have 2 videos for you to check out, so feel free to do so, and I will see you all into the next one.